All right, today we have a beer coming to us from Dogfish Head in Milton, Delaware. We've done a few Dogfish Head beers, so no need to go into the actual brewery. This is their Witbier. It's called Namaste, and if you are a fan of the TV show Lost, like I am, you know exactly, you're familiar with this term Namaste. Don't know if it was if its name was based on the show or if it's just a coincidence. Not a big studier of Namaste or the origins of the name of this beer when I was studying this beer. 4.8% ABV. It's a wit beer, so a little bit lower on the ABV, which usually wit beers are. They're usually sessionable kind of beers for warmer weather. Good beer advocate score, an 85, which is in the good range. It gets a great score for Rate Beer, a 99, especially for a style that is used so prevalently. Great score by Rate Beer on this one. And this wit beer is made with dried organic orange slices. They just didn't go to the supermarket and say, "Here's an orange. We're gonna slice it and put in this beer." They have the dried organic orange slices, so this is supposedly top-notch quality. Fresh cut lemongrass and coriander is also used in this, as well as peppercorns, it looks like, according to the label here. Interesting label. Skeleton with like a power field on the end of his hand, as you can see. Very interesting. It's their summer beer, and it was actually brewed as a tribute to a brewery out in Belgium called Three Fontainen. Or Fontaine, I don't know how to pronounce it. And it was brewed as kind of a way to raise money for that brewery because they lost a third of their production due to, I think, problems at their brewery in 1 year. So kind of a charitable work by Dogfish Head here. So we're going to pour her into a Weizen glass. I still got to get a tumbler, like the Hoegaarden glass for this style of beer. I still don't have one, and they're like 2 cents. You could probably get them at a yard sale for nothing, but I just haven't done it and haven't really happened across one by accident. Haven't set out for one and haven't happened across one. And we see a very citrusy, lemony pour, wheat kind of driven. Look at these bubbles. These bubbles are pretty insane here for this beer. And we have about I'm going to say close to 2 fingers of head on this beer. The head usually on wit beers is pretty up there. So let's get the aroma now of Dogfish Head Namaste. Yeah, definitely getting like a lemongrass kind of smell to it. Maybe a hint of the orange slices. I'm not really getting too much of it in the aroma. A very, very faint hint of the orange slices, I should say. And coriander. I still have to get the smell of coriander down. I'm not really too certain about how that smells, to be honest with you. Man, this is just bubbling and bubbling and bubbling. This is a great looking beer when you pour it into a Weizen glass. I mean, look at this. This is just really a nice looking beer. It's so active, really active. So let's get the taste now of Dogfish Head Namaste. Wow, crisp, refreshing on the top of the tongue. On the back, it gets into an aftertaste, kind of a bitterish aftertaste. I'll tell you what, the taste of the lemon really doesn't linger around too much. I'd like a little more of a lemony taste to this beer, a little more orangey with those dried orange slices. I want to kind of offset, maybe not offset, but I want to kind of get a distinction with those dried orange slices compared to any other wit beer out there. I'm not really getting that distinction. I don't know if they just put it down there to say, "Hey, look at us, we're being organic" or something. That said, it's a crisp, refreshing wit beer. You could certainly do worse than this. Good sessionable beer, and you basically have to like the style, I think, to like wit beers. So I'm going to go ahead and give Namaste from Dogfish Head. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. What I think really makes it good is the appearance. It's just a beautiful looking beer with just a lot of activity to it, as you can see. Aroma is not quite what I wanted out of this beer. I was expecting a little more of an aromatic scent to this. And the taste, it starts out like it's promising, and the taste in the back kind of it bitters out and kind of peters out a little bit. But you can definitely go worse, but you can definitely do better as well. So I'll give Namaste a 6.5 out of 10. Thanks.